I got started in distilling when I was probably about 14, and I found this article in a magazine. It was an article on how to convert an old pickup truck to run on alcohol, and then there was another article on basically how to make the alcohol. And so I thought, well, why are we using gasoline if we can make fuel out of any fruit or vegetable, right? That's what got me started. And then it wasn't until years later when I realized, like, oh, you can drink this stuff too. The micro distillery business is about the most difficult business I can envision. To open and run a micro distillery, you have to be, a electrician, a mechanic, construction worker, a chemist, marketing and sales wizard, brewer, janitor that makes booze, basically, There's so many challenges. That's why I like Distillery Solutions. It simplifies your job. It takes all of your record keeping and it puts it in one place and allows me to spend time making whiskey, which is what I signed up for, not filling out monthlies. The nice thing is all of your information's in one place. It's organized and it's off-site. It's secure in the cloud. It's not here where somebody can accidentally ruin it. If I wake up at 4 in the morning and my spider senses are tingling, I can just pull out my tablet and open it up and look at a snapshot of what's going on in the distillery. I can see if the guys did the barreling they're supposed to do today, or where the cooks are, what the gravity readings are, if the still's running, what the last reading was. It's pretty great in that respect that you can kind of get an idea of what's going on in your shop even when you're not in your shop. I wouldn't consider running a distillery without it. I'm dependent on it. It works great. It does what I need it to do. To me, it's as important a tool as a pump or a still or a fermenter. It's just part of my process. Something that's very high quality, consistency is incredibly important. By designing the parameters inside each page, it can workers process. I can write a recipe where they have to check off every time they add something or every time they do a critical step, so it can again kind of help manage. When you create your recipe, you put in all the metrics of that recipe. You say, I'm using this many pounds of corn, this many pounds of wheat, this many pounds of rye, and every time you enter a batch, it automatically depletes that from your inventory. If I know there's a 2.5 week lead time on glass, it lets me know at this rate I'll be out of glass, and it gives me an email 2 weeks ahead of when I'll need it. There's very few tools out there that are as focused and as useful. Having come from a distilling background, the understanding that Jason and his team bring to the program, a big software company, I don't think could capture that. Law's Whiskey House is a whiskey-focused distillery. I love my team. They sure make it a lot more pleasant to come to work. They're really great people. I enjoy working with them. We basically have not compromised in one area since we started. It's quality first. Our motto is quality over quantity, craft above commodity, and whiskey overall. So that kind of says it all.